Hey guys, welcome to Atari Series 7, and I'm reviewing this, which is the Marvel Legends, Marvel Studios, the first 10 years, Captain America Civil War, Captain America vs. Crossbones. So that's pretty cool. We have the Marvel Legends first 10 years up here, Legend series on this side, nice clear view of the box. We have Captain America and Crossbones there, and the Captain America Civil War logo there. So pretty cool. My Target actually has this on clearance for $34.98. That's a really amazing deal, especially when this thing had been $50. So yeah, definitely check your local Targets because that is really good. On this side we have a bio for Captain America Civil War. And on this side we have the diagram picture thing. On this side we have a bio for Captain America and Crossbones, and you know, the basic stuff for this, and the poster. So yeah, let's open this up. So here we have Captain America, and as you can see, it looks pretty cool. I believe this is the same figure that they released in the Civil War line, just with the new heads. I think this head is new, and the unmasked head is obviously new. But I really like the head. It looks pretty cool. You can see the A on it, which is cool. And then the face, it looks a lot like Chris Evans. They did a really good job with that. And then the ears look cool, and the wings. And you can also see a little bit of the hair on the back there, which is pretty neat. I like that. And yeah, moving down, you can also see the star and stuff, which is cool. And a lot of people, I've heard complaints that he doesn't have the Avengers movie logo in Captain America Civil War. And while it's true that it does get removed in the movie, he does actually have it when he's fighting Crossbones at the start of the film. And since this set is based on when he's fighting Crossbones, it kind of makes sense that they would add that in there. And I mean, I guess people wanted it removed since the other versions of this figure have it. But to me, like, you know, I mean, it is accurate to the scene, so I don't really care that much. And then on the back, we have the harness here, which is neat. You can see the designs on the suit and the gloves. They look really cool, like the fingerless. And the belt's cool, like the silver and the pockets and everything, and the blue and the red and the boots. So pretty good. And for accessories, you get Captain America's shield, which is an obvious accessory, but a cool one. It's kind of like this shiny blue and red and silver, and it just looks really neat. And on the back, you have these little two straps, similar to what we've seen with the other Captain America shields. And you can just put that in his arm, and he can hold that. I kind of wish they would use a clip for these, but either way, it's still cool. I just think that they'd probably hold it in a little bit better if there was a clip. But, you know, again, it's cool. And you also get an unmasked head. And as you can see, it looks really, really good. Probably one of their best likeness ever, in my opinion. It looks just like Chris Evans, who plays Captain America. And you know, also too, of Chris Evans, they haven't always done a good job at getting his likeness right. You know, personally, I don't like to complain too much about these, and I know they try really hard, but a lot of the previous figures, it just never really looked a lot like Chris Evans. And I think he does kind of like have one of those faces that is hard to capture in action figure form. But with this, they've just absolutely nailed it. The eyebrows, the eyes, the paint, it just looks so good, and the hair too. They did a really good job on the styling of the hair and the paint of the hair. Really, really good. Definitely the best Chris Evans that they've done, and definitely one of the best heads that they've done. Probably one of my favorites. It just looks really good. And in terms of articulation, you got a 360 of the head, but it's kind of stiff. You can look up and down. 360 of the arms. Swings out the shoulder, 360 at the elbow, double jointed elbows, 360 at the wrist, and they're on hinges, 360 at the torso. There's an ab crunch, the legs come forwards, backwards, and outwards. You got a 360 at the thigh, double jointed knees, 360 at the boot, and the feet are on ankle rockers. So pretty good in articulation and detailing. And just to compare this really quickly, here we have the Civil War Captain America with the Infinity War one, and you can just see what I mean with the head sculpt. This one's pretty good, but you know, this one's just really, really good. And then also like with the suit and everything. And then lastly, here's a comparison with the Civil War battle damaged Captain America. And this was the one that I believe was a Target, or it might not have been a store exclusive, but it was the free pack with Spider-Man. And it's pretty cool. But yeah, so moving on to Crossbones. So here we have Crossbones, and I really like the designs on his face. I like the paint here. I think they did a good job. I also like that you can see his eyes within the mask, because you can actually see that in the movie, so it's pretty cool. There's also some lines up here, and there's kind of like this thing on the back of the helmet. It looks really cool. And then there's this big X on his chest, which is nice. I like how it's been kind of like painted on, maybe. It looks really neat how they did that. And the collar and stuff is cool. You can also kind of see like a gun quip or something, and this pocket. And I believe this is removable, but I don't want to take it off. And you can see the bullets up here, which are nice. And then he has these huge gauntlets, kind of cool. With Spider-Man Homecoming, I think they said that these were the shockers were remade from these. So I guess if you want to make like a custom shocker or something, you could do that. And I think these are removable too. But yeah, really cool. And then he has this gun holster, which is nice. Pretty neat. Love the designs on that, actually. It looks neat with all the little, holes and stuff. And the camo pants are really cool, like how they did that. And then also down here he has some knee pads and, feet pads, stuff like that. Just really awesome, really cool. And in terms of articulation, he's got a 360 of the head. He can look up and down. 360 of the arms. They swing out the shoulder. 360 of the elbow. Double jointed elbows. And there's 360s at the wrist, and they're on hinges, but they're hindered by this. But again, if you took this off, you could probably get to that. And then there's a 360 at the torso. Your legs can come forwards, backwards, and outwards. 360 at the thigh, double jointed knees, and the feet are on ankle rockers. So pretty amazing in terms of articulation. You also get an unmasked head, and I think it's a really amazing likeness, just like the Chris Evans ones. They did a really good job with this one, and you can see the red around it, because this is supposed to be after, like, he gets, battle damaged, or not battle damage, but, like, the building and everything. So they did a really good job with that, and the face, and then also the hair. It looks really nice, like how the hair is, but the red, and I also think they applied the right amount of red, because I think sometimes, like, when you apply too much of it, or not red, but just, like, any kind of, like, battle kind of damage kind of thing, it can kind of look weird, but I think with this, they did a good job, and it looks like what we see in the movie. So yeah, overall, I think this is a great set. You're getting 2 amazing figures, and it's just really cool. Thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.